going on, everybody? I am live from my van. As you can tell, I'm in it right now. I am going to be going live here. It is now, I'm on the West Coast, and it's almost 3 o'clock West Coast time. And honestly, I don't know when I'm going to end this live. I'm going to probably go on here for quite a while. I'm going to try and bring a little more information about how I've been living. What's going on, Susan? But also, I want to. Sorry, I just shook the laptop. Hey, what's going on? Hey. But I wanted to also share how I've been living, but also I wanted to kind of just get everybody's mind off of all the craziness going on right now. So hopefully we can do a little bit of everything. I don't know when I'm going to end this. Honestly, I might talk for 2 hours. I'm going to try and answer everybody's question on here. I don't know. We're just going to go with the flow. Normally I try to keep it to 30 minutes, but you know what? Why not be here for as many people as possible and do what I can do for the van life community and anybody that wants some stability right now. So why not tune in and share this with others so they can all come on and we can have some chatting. I'll try to get to as many questions as possible. This is actually from my laptop. Last week I did it from my phone because my phone, my hotspots were tethering. So luckily what's going on? Hey. Luckily I am now next to a laundromat in the van and I'm connected to their Wi-Fi. I don't exit the van. I stay quarantined in my van. How is showering now without gyms? Honestly, I've been very fortunate that I've actually been showering at my buddy Mark's house. He is very gracious to open up his doors to me, showering there. However, I do have a shower and I will be using it probably tomorrow. I haven't showered in about 36 hours, so I will probably be showering in my shower. And I'm going to actually vlog pretty much the entire day of me quarantining myself. Quarantining? Is that a word? Hey from Marion. Quarantining myself in my own van. I just got some supplies and I kind of talk about how you can do this in a van when situations like this happens, when the world kind of shuts off. So yeah, it's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. I luckily have had access to water. Water's probably the hardest thing that you need to get a hold of because you need to, find water so you can fill up your tanks, because if you're going to be showering in your van, if you do a shower, if you're lucky enough like myself that it has a shower, then you're going to probably have to fill up your tanks probably every 3 days, maybe 4 days, stretching it, especially because if you're going to be using the sink to wash your hands all the time, you're going to be using the sink to wash dishes, showering, everything of that nature. So it's going to be not very easy. So let's see how you survive if food isn't available. Even under martial law in the United States, the grocery stores will still be open. Do I think we're going to run out of food? No, I don't think we're going to run out of food, guys. I am a believer that we should actually go under some sort of martial law system, like other countries have been doing, which is a total 100% lockdown. I do believe that. I think that we should. I don't know why we haven't yet. Let's shut everything down for 8 weeks. I know that's going to take an economic hit on our economy, but you know what? We're already there, so why not do it? Let's nip this in the butt now. I think we would save hundreds of thousands of lives if we did it that way. But I mean, I'm not the type of person that can call those shots, or even the group of people that calls that shot. So. Yeah. How have you been? Stressing? No, I've been okay. Thank you, Stephen, for asking. I've been good. I've gotten a lot of rest. But has anybody else's video frozen? Oh, no, I hope not. I am using a hotspot that's kind of a far from me. Hold on, let me open up. I opened up the curtain so I get a little more, I guess, streaming capabilities. But if it is frozen, guys, please let me know. Yeah. Hey, brother, had been praying. Oh, thank you very much, Stephen. Gas prices. I actually haven't filled up my tank because I don't go anywhere. I literally, if I do go to the grocery store, I'll go every 6 to 7 days without food or anything of that nature. Everything else is where I've been parking. Somebody asked earlier, where do you stealth park? Right now, you could probably get away with stealth parking virtually anywhere. You could probably get away with, yeah, you could probably park on just everybody's street right now. Nobody's going to really cause a ruckus, I would think. Just don't be cooking drugs out of your van. But yeah, that's what I mean, honestly, I've been parking everywhere and nobody's been bothering me. I think we are coming together as people. And what is the gas price in my location? I don't know. I think I got gas recently because I went camping with some friends over the weekend. We just had to get away from the city. It was only three of us total. But I believe I filled up, I want to say for like 270, somewhere around that range. And I'm in the Oregon area. I want to say something like that. Last time I filled up 2 weeks ago, it was 70 cents a liter. Holy crap. That's pretty cheap, right? I mean, we go by gallons here in the U.S., so everywhere else in the world goes by liters. So I don't even know how to convert all that. Where you are now, Hugh, I'm in Portland, or the Portland area, I should say. I'm not in the city itself. $1.74 is regular in Atlanta. Holy crap. I know the gas prices are dropping. I've actually considered driving home to Boston. By the way, I keep looking that way because that's my windshield right there, and I open up the curtain and people walking by my windshield. But anyways, I considered going to Boston, which is where I'm originally from, but I also asked myself, what would that do to, like, oh, that's not going to solve any problems that I'm having or anybody else there is having in my home or whatever. And if I did go back, I'd have to quarantine myself for 14 days before I come in contact with people that my loved ones are. So I luckily have a very solid group of friends throughout the West. The other people have offered me their homes, which has been fantastic. Honestly, I was laying in bed and this morning, and I got a knock on my door. And this was not the police; it was my buddy Mark, and he asked if he could come in. I said, "Yeah." He came on in, and he said, "I can see why you don't want to leave your van. It is super cozy in here." I'm wearing a sweatshirt. And I'm kind of sweating right now, but I do have the best heating system I can imagine, and it's cozy and it's nice. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really, it feels like a nice home. So. I have no complaints. I know a lot of other van lifers have a ton of complaints. However, it's been relatively easy in the state of the situation that we're in right now. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey Jared, big thank you of yours. Morocco, wow, how's Morocco doing with all of this? Are you guys on a lockdown? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I love you too. Sharon, 147 in North Carolina. How, holy moly. Whatever life is throwing at you now. I agree, guys. We are going to get through this. This is, the people that are old enough to remember other, not pandemics like this, but where we all thought, crap was hitting the fan. We got through that, I'm old enough to remember 9/11. That was crazy. Don't want to try and remember any of that. I was in Boston at the time. So we're going to get through this. I know that obviously that is like a night and day difference. We should not compare those two. But my point is we're going to get through that. That was my whole point to that. Ryan, did you message me on Instagram by chance? I may have not looked at my DMs yet, but have you hit me up on Instagram yet? Just because I can try and answer whatever you need. Trump is live. Really? What's he saying, Megan? Can you watch both of ours? Maybe Megan can kind of give us an update on what Trump is saying live. Wise decision to shelter in place. And I think think everybody should be sheltering in place. Like I said, I am for a strict rules for like 8 weeks. My friend Yulia just put out a thing on her Instagram. If you want to look at it, it's in her bio. It's her Instagram is Many Soulful Miles, all one word, soulful like a soul, Many Soulful Miles. And in her link, it's like a massive report on what we can do to nip this in the butt. And like I totally agree with Yulia, and hopefully we'll see. Washington State here, man. Good luck, or girl. Good luck. What's up, brother? What's up, Chris Williams? How you doing, bud? How's your van building going? Going through treatments and being isolation for months at a time. Do this is nothing. Yeah, Steven, you are stronger than pretty much everybody on here. I know what you've been through. I know what you're going through. So stay strong yourself, brother. I know all is well. Yeah. First responder gotta work. Hats off to you, Nicholas Ferrari, great last name. Yeah, the first responders, the FEMA teams, the nurses and doctors, seriously, they have stepped up tremendously. I mean, I pray for my buddy Danny every night. He is a nurse that is a van lifer. He lives with, it's Lindsay and Danny. I hope he's staying safe. I know he's in a California. He's in the Southern California area doing a stint right now, a nursing stint, and everything, like 3 months there down there. So I'm hoping he's staying safe. He's probably not on my live right now, but my thoughts are with you, buddy. So I'm hoping you're safe. Let's see, waiting for him to get to the point. Megan, you've been waiting for what, 30 minutes on that one. Jared, I'm interested in finding someone to do a van build for me. Any suggestions? Glenn, where are you? Do you want to travel far? Also, you're probably going to have to wait for obvious reasons. But I have suggestions in the Northeast. I have a builder in Canada. I can suggest these people. Obviously, I would say go and do your own homework as well. Look into it. See if that's your style. What is your style? Are you more into the wood tones? Or are you more into an industrial? Do you want something that's a weekend warrior, or do you want to live full time out of it? Shoot me an email, info@jaredtachi.com, and I can maybe give you some suggestions. That's info@jaredtachi.com. It's the same name that's on my YouTube channel, Jared Tachi. Love the Scooby-Doo sweater. It's an REI sweater, but I'll take it. I love this color. Steven. Frozen for anyone else. Guys, I am using somebody else's internet right now. It is the, what's it called? It's the laundromat that I'm sitting outside of. I went in weeks ago and I grabbed their internet password, so I've been using it as much as possible. Hey, do what you got to do. Prison staff is still working too. Wow. I crossed my mind. By the way, I do have family that are firefighters on the East Coast. But it crossed my mind about prison. You are in a prison. You are obviously confined to this unit. Now, how are the inmates doing? Are any inmates contracted with it? COVID-19, or what's going on? Jared, who is the builder in Canada? Heartwood. I want Heartwood Custom Vans. It's they used to be Create Wonder on Instagram or YouTube as well. Adam and Vanessa, or Vanessa and Adam, whichever way it's spelled, but that's their Instagram, and their YouTube channel is Vanessa and Adam. And then I believe it's a Heartwood Custom Vans. I believe it's that. I'd have to look into my notes. That's why I was saying email me, because I know it's in my computer somewhere. What is the cost on average to live in your van each month? I wish I knew the answer to that question here. If I had to, it depends, because obviously everybody's different. I have probably more bills than most, but I pay for the van itself. I pay for insurance, obviously. I have a loan out, so I have to pay for that as well. Cost-wise, I mean, I can probably get my cost of living without the van payment and just everything else, and just, I guess, gas, depending on how much I drive, between $500 to $1,000, depending on what I'm, activities I'm doing or things like that. But it really is going to vary for everybody quite significantly. I'm trying to read these guys. Not sure yet one. Oh, okay. Thanks. I will look them up. Yeah, let me know, Nomad Honda. Are you living out of a Honda right now? Dude, I don't know what that is. Cool. But I live in a Chevy Montana. Just installed my diesel heater the other day, pretty cheap, and diesel now for van life for me is great. That's great. That's awesome. I really do. The diesel heaters are the best, I believe. I have a form of that. I have the radiant floor heating, but it's tapped into the diesel lines, just like those S-Bars and Webasto's are. The staff brings it into the prisons. 3 prisons in California have staff with the virus. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine what that is like. It's all good. Good. Do you have a vehicle insurance or RV insurance? I have RV insurance. I got my insurance. I had a bunch of receipts, and I was able to deem this as an RV. So I have RV insurance, which lowered my monthly insurance bills from I believe it was like $220 a month as a commercial vehicle to about $130 a month. So I dropped it significantly. I also switched it from California to Oregon. So now I am a resident in Oregon. Hey, Mark. I mean, if it gets instant demonetized, it gets demonetized. I don't care. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I don't, whatever, demonetize the video then. I don't, whatever, what are you going to do? You know, I'm not trying to make a buck off of the virus. I'm trying to get my word out there. So, or trying to just, you know, be there for the people, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I do plan on staying live for a while. The people that are new to this today, they, you know, I want to be here for everybody. I'm looking at my phone. Sorry, guys. Pretty rude of me, huh? So I'm thinking of getting a sleeper van. And how did the Texans go the other day? Oh, taxes. Taxes went great. Thank you, Steven. That was over 2 weeks ago now. So that's good. Jared, do you use an induction cooktop? I'm waiting for my check, by the way, Steven. From my taxes, not from you. I do use an induction. Everything is electric in the van. I have no propane in the van whatsoever. But I have enough battery bank for that. Who asked that? Jake. I wonder if I can edit that. All right. Because I don't, obviously, you know, whatever. Fix it later. Let's see here. What are you doing for a living? I make a living off of YouTube, consulting, designing. I guess you could call me an entrepreneur. I sell merchandise. I'm actually going to be designing not just for like clients individually, but I'll be designing for in general, I guess, because that's actually, that's my background is design. I have a degree in architectural engineering, so I do loads of things. When the pandemic does stop, I plan to get back into entertainment, which is what a passion of mine has been for a long time. I spent the last 10 years in Los Angeles as a stand-up comedian, actor, all that good stuff. So I'm looking to get back into that because I did that before I got into van life, and then YouTube happened, and then I've been focused on YouTube. Now I want to get back onto the comedy stage. So if you want to follow my other page, I'm getting into podcasting as well. It's Who Is This Effing Guy, or Who's This Effing Guy, EFFIN. That is going to be my comedy page. Everything comedy related will be on there. Where are you located? I am currently in Portland. I have been all over pretty much the West Coast. Do you spend more time in the city, rural area, or van? I am originally from Boston, though, for the person that asked that. I am predominantly city, although my first van I was about 95% city. My second van, I'm trying to be more of a hybrid of 70-30 split, 70% city, 30% out in the wild and camping and all that good jazz. Are you able to furry baby wipes, sanitize? Yeah, I mean, soap, sanitize, all that stuff. I was going to show you guys the soap. It's over there. You know, there's, lemon water helps also, cleaning out your mouth and whatnot. But yeah, any TP, I've got enough. I'm not worried. I got TP and wipes. As a male, we don't use TP as much as women do, I would say. But I'm okay. I'm okay right now, but thank you. All right, Redemption Sauce. I get it. Cool. I need a van owner. I need a van owner finance already done. Okay. Good luck. How about how do you make money? How much do you make per month on YouTube? It fluctuates. I've actually taken a massive hit these last 2 weeks because of everything that's going on. It can range anywhere between 1,000 to 3,000. Actually, everybody's, if you go to the socialblade.com, pretty much everybody that does have a YouTube channel actually gives you a breakdown of what it gives you a wide range, but you can pretty much guess what people make off of YouTube, socialblade.com. But anyways, hey Dad, what's up? My dad's on, everybody. Hey Dad. How you doing, dude? How's Boston? I know you're not going to work anymore. They finally closed everything down. But how you doing, dude? And who else is there? Is anybody else watching? Anybody else out with you, Dad? Or are you just kind of watching this on your phone? Thank you. Are you able to go outside and walk around? Of course. Of course. Of course you're able to go outside and walk around, or at least we are. Are you? Where are you? Builders in New Jersey you would recommend? I don't know any builders in actually New Jersey. I got a couple. I got one in Massachusetts that I know, semi, and I got one in New Hampshire. Exploration Van Works is in New Hampshire. Nirvana Upfitters is in Massachusetts. Wow. And then I have another high price one on the East Coast that actually travels, but I believe he's in the Connecticut area. I forget the name of the company though. Hey Jared Stan. Good time to go on an extended vacation. I mean, yes and no. I actually think all good, just me. Awesome, Dad. Honestly, what is the comedy site? Who's this effing guy? Who's this effing EFFIN guy? That's my YouTube channel name. That'll also be my podcast. I've only got one episode out there. Obviously, I can't put out more comedy because I can't go to clubs. So, but in time, I've seen Time to Watch Solar has their kits available now to be sent to Canada. Yes, they do. And a crazy power 5,000 watt inverter. Yes, they do. I actually have a vlog coming out with them this Sunday. I have to kind of also state that was filmed before lockdowns happened. So we were social distancing ourselves, but yet it was before really major lockdowns. It was like day 1 or 2 of the situations going on. Boston in their house. Yeah. New York State, well, where can we go out and exercise? We can go out and exercise. We can we can go out, walk your dog. We can go out and exercise. We can do the same thing pretty much here. Do you think martial law will be declared? Aaron, I hope martial law gets declared. Honestly, because I don't think that not the majority, but a vast percentage of Americans are taking this very seriously. And I think this is something serious that we should take, before it gets too late. That's just me, though. That's my opinion. What is my opinion worth? Who am I? That's my comedy page. Who's this effing guy? Who is this effing guy? But seriously, why not 8 weeks of just of a martial law system? The grocery stores will still be open. They've already talked about all that. So you can still go out and get supplies. It's going to be it's going to be weird for however many long it is. I know they've announced that April 12th is going to be, everything's going to be open back up. And I have my opinions on that. I don't know if I want to voice them too much or too hard, but I don't know. Tuning in from the Netherlands. How are you doing over there? How's everything going? Awesome. Hello, Netherlands. Ghost being single and doing this by himself, seeing sights by himself is a great thing right now. Mark, it's not that hard. It's hard and it's not that hard. Honestly, imagine sharing a small space with somebody else and you can't get away. I actually have the luxury that I am by myself. I'm in isolation. However, if I want somebody around me, I mean, that sucks. But again, at the same time, I'm looking after not only my safety, but other people's. What if I have the virus up in here and I breathe it out? So I'm trying to, again, not only look after my own safety, but others as well. My immune systems are pretty strong, but again, other people that I come in contact, they might not have a strong enough immune system like I do. And who knows? I don't know. What if there's a mutation? Who knows? I mean, this kind of goes back to, I'm going to go on a rant here in a minute, but this goes back to nobody really freaking knows anything. And I just laugh about it, but seriously, we're given all these opinions and things, and it's like, really, what doctor really knows concrete what the heck is going on? If they did, they would have a vaccination by this time. Okay, that was my rant. I'm done. People who live in houses. Now I'm gonna get a lot of hate, I'm sure, on the messages. Oh well. Martial law and the idea behind the cancel the election and the military dictatorship cancels out our liberties. I get it. I get it. Listen, I'm very independent when it comes to politics. I come from a blue state, like thick blue state, Massachusetts. I have lived in another thick blue state for a very long time, California. I'm in another blue state in Oregon. So trust me, I know what you mean, and I'm friends with a lot of the other side too. I don't know which wing is which. I don't study politics all that much. But I mean, listen, let's just kind of use intelligence at this point and not try to sway to sides. But if we, like I said, my friend Yulia has an amazing 28-page or 28-minute report on her Instagram, Many Soulful Miles, and it was a fantastic read. So I advise everybody there to do that as well, to read that, because I think it was amazing. What's up, Brooklyn? Aaron. How is Brooklyn doing? Ghost being a veteran will need some control over people separating themselves, but don't want martial law. You don't want the government in control over them, over when, how, and what you can do. I understand where people are coming from with that. You don't want the government kind of dictating the streets right now. I understand that. Public spaces, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I totally understand that. Pineapple pizza yet? No, I have not. But listen, guys, I'm here in Oregon, and there are people that are not taking it matter seriously in regards to they're living their lives like nothing is happening. They're outside, they're coughing on each other. It's only a matter of time before it spreads even more than it has. So, do what you want, really, I guess, but why not force it upon everybody to make it better? Socialblade.com, that's a website that you can look up people's income, oddly enough. But that's just me, guys. And Steven, I know you said great advice. Thank you. But, this is my opinion. This is all opinions based. So take it as you wish. If you want to go outside and you want to possibly infect others or get infected yourself, by all means, go and do that. For me, no, I'm going to stay in my 66 square foot van, and I'm going to come into at least amount of contact with people as possible. But that's me. That's just me. Hey, Jared from Ohio. What's up, Tammy? Mark, what's up? Thank you. As soon as it ends when the pandemic ends. Sure. Can you quickly weigh the pros and cons for U-Haul conversion option? Quickly, no. I'll try my best though. It's square, pro. That's easy to build in. Con is it's not stealth. So if you want to stealth out, then it's pretty much not stealth. It really depends on what you're using it for. Lauren, I think was what it was. Thank you, Doc. Hey, buy yourself some toilet paper. Thank you very much, Doc. Appreciate you. It's getting bad out there. But it's really what your needs are in regards to having a box truck as opposed to having a van or another vehicle. Because it's really what it comes down to. What are you going to be using it for? And then once you can answer that, then you can go into what vehicle you want. Would you buy meat in a Chinese meat market? Well, that's a little mean, but would I go to China and do it? I mean, honestly, China's probably doing better than it's not as spreading as much in China right now, from what I understand. Again, I'm not there, so I don't know. These are just my opinions. Locked up in Reno. Not a bad place to be locked up, I would assume, right, Dave? Need more Cheritachi vlogs. Please pass the time. I will get them out as soon as I can, as quickly as I can. I got hopefully a tour coming out tomorrow morning if I can get it done. And then I have a vlog coming out in the next couple of days after that. And then I have another vlog hopefully planned either Monday or Tuesday. It's, the days are flying by us here. we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, hey from Portland, what's going on? Did you say something? I want to go scroll back up here for a second. I should get my mouse out. Hey from Portland, gone in late, so hoping to catch what you discussed. I've discussed a lot. Where have you been? I'm just kidding. Let me get my. Oh, sweet. Let's see here. Brooklyn is doing bad. Highest amount of confirmed cases in New York City with about 2,000, thankfully. Thankfully, I live in the Bronx now. Thanks for asking. Aaron, stay safe, man. Hopefully everything calms down in New York over the next few weeks. I hope the best for you and your family. Do you think this virus will affect the van life future? I think it will affect just the world and the economic system over time. And I think if anything, it'll help the van life community, because unfortunately, I think people are going to be put out of houses and apartments and things of that nature. So I do not think it'll affect the van life community. No. I think people will build more efficiently because you need to. I lived in Boston for 20 years. Ambo life. I like the photo behind you. Can you zoom in? I guess. That is actually of the St. John's Bridge here in Portland. It's and that's my van right there. My friend Alexa's van, and then I have other friends in this as well. They're all my friends, but that's all of our friends that we parked there one day, and Alexa got up in the morning and then took that picture, and I told her I would blow it up and put it on my wall one day, and I did, because I actually love that picture a lot. Guys, I'm so sorry that I'm not keeping up with all these comments, but I will try and get to them as many possible times, or as much as I can. Steven, is Yulia on right now? I didn't see her comment. Is she on right now? I didn't catch it. Yulia, if you are there, say hello, please. What's up, Room Reading? Love you in Florida. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Love you too. What about open alcohol in your van? Can you be busted for open container right now with everything going on? I doubt it. But if you have an RV, which I do, then you are allowed to have an open container in the living quarter area. You just have to prove that you're an RV, or registered as an RV, or insured as an RV. If you do not, you can get an open container law. An open container ticket, which I found out, is different than a DUI. Open container is just like a ticket, and then there's a DUI, obviously, that is massive. So you don't want the DUI. You would rather have the open container. But that's a whole legal eagle kind of a thing. Where are you? Wait, we are in. Wow, I can't read. We are in an ambulance. I don't know what that thing. We are in an ambulance now in the Alabama Hills, California. Awesome. Alabama Hills is beautiful. Alabama Hills is beautiful. Enjoy it. Thank you. I love my van too. Thank you. Oh, she's not on. Thank you, Steve, for letting me know. Trump calling out media for fake news. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I'm not even gonna go there, I guess. It's not worth it, right? You take it as you wish. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's a difference between fake news and then science. So which one are we following? That one's up to you. I'm not gonna get into that anymore because that's depressing. Mom lives in New Jersey and said there were 3 hours. It took 3 hours just to get the basics. I believe that is not good. That's not cool at all. What fridge do you have? Brah. I love that. Brah moment. Brah. I have the Isotherm Clean 85. They also make the 85 stands for liters. The Isotherm makes a wide variety of refrigerators. They're originally designed for boats, marine life, so they can definitely withstand the shaking of a van or the tilt of a van, because they're used for the high seas. So the Isotherms are great. It's fantastic. It's also a 12 volt, which is very much needed in the van life or marine world. Yeah. Dometics are good too. I had a Dometic in my first one. But it really depends on. I am going to do a video actually. There's between having a door and a top loader. I prefer a door, but I know a lot of people that prefer the top loader. So I'm going to kind of go over that as well at some point. Let's see here. Follow science. Yeah. How much battery bank do you have installed? I have 400 amp hours, also known as 4,800 watt hours. It's 4 Relion batteries. I do have if you type in Ghost 5, you get a discount off of Relion. I fully endorse Relion batteries for obvious reasons. I have them, and I did pay for them. They did not sponsor me, but they did give everybody a discount. Anybody that wants to use Ghost 5, but they are amazing. I think they're the best batteries in the market for lithium. I have some audiobook credits I can use. Anyone send me? There you go, Steven. Let's see here. How do you have internet in the stealth life? Where is the thing? Did I put it away? Oh, there it is. I have this guy right here, which is a Verizon hotspot. I also use the hotspot from my phone. Right now, during this stream, I am using a laundry Wi-Fi, and it's okay. But I'm in the van, obviously. If I was actually in the laundromat, it would be a lot better. When I do need like to upload videos or things of like large files or something like that, or download large files, I will try and go to a coffee shop and or library. Libraries are phenomenal when it comes to internet speed. You only spend what you need in there time-wise. So everything else I do in my van, editing, things of that nature. How have you been meditating? Have you been meditating every day, Sophie? No, I have not, and I probably should. I need to, have my inner Zen. Is that even right? I don't even know. I need to do more meditation, honestly. And Alexa has already been yelling at me every day about how I haven't been doing that. So I'm sorry. I would love to do this with my son. You definitely should. Have you met single parents similar to me? No, I have not, Cheryl, but that sounds amazing. It's difficult, I would say, but it's definitely doable. Absolutely. I would love it. Let's see here. It is unbelievable how, yeah, I agree with you, John. Icebox for fridge. I've seen people do it. I wouldn't do it personally, but it's been done. Let's see here. I need to jet. Thank you for tuning in. Chucktown Van Life. That sounds pretty cool. Do it up. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I'll see you soon. I hope you were even on here to see that. Let's see here. Do you think that everything can be solved by solar and electricity from scratch and make a completely off-grid van? I am completely off-grid, Zoltan. The only thing that I do not have, which is probably pretty easy to install, is to actually a rainwater collector to fill my tanks up when I need to. All you would really need to do is install a check valve system and have it drain into your tanks. Honestly, and then have a filter in place to filter out the rainwater. But that's something that's very doable. I'm actually about to tour a complete off-grid home with solar, and everything is powered. It's amazing, actually. He's found a way to actually well the water. It's amazing. I can't wait to do that tour. It's a complete home, though. He also owns a solar company, so that helps as well. So he is a official, or he's able to install Tesla home systems, so which is pretty cool. What is your favorite driving song? Good question. I actually listen to podcasts. I don't like to listen to music when I do long distance driving. I like to listen to podcasts. My favorite podcaster, I would say, is Joe Rogan, Bill Burr, which is Monday Morning Podcast, as well as any sports podcast, which is like PTI or the Undisputed, I think, is the one on Fox, and also Colin Cowherd with also Fox Sports, I believe. Those are my three favorites that I listen to, and then obviously Joe and Bill. I'm saying like I know the guys. I don't know them. Let's see here. I do not. I want to Water. Yeah, absolutely. And the recycling shower is coming, Megan. It's still in the process of being built. The best way I described it, I think I described it on my Instagram live yesterday, was the best way I can describe it is when cell phones were first invented. Everybody remembers the Zach Morris cell phone back in the day, the big bricks. And now we have like these little guys that literally a lot of you are probably watching me right now on. So it takes time for it to become a perfect, thing. So that's why it's been taking so long. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Aaron, thank you. If you are taking off, thank you very much for tuning in. South Boston, what's up? Give a hometown brother some, yeah, man. Bobby, absolutely, man. Good stuff, bud. Let's see. Can you escape the hotspots if you're mobile? Valerie, you can escape the hotspots if you're mobile. Yeah, that's the tough part about hotspots. By the way, you have to have a good area to have the hotspot. Okay, let's see here. Thank you, Kat. From the Van, My Solo Road is also a great podcast. Yes, Matt B. I should have probably shot out my 2 van life friends that also have podcasts. My bad. From the Van, I actually do listen to his podcast. I've been on it twice, I believe. That's my buddy Marty and Colette from the Van, and also my good friend Sydney. She has another podcast called From My Solo Road. I almost said From the Road. My Solo Road, and she talks about her anxiety as well as has guests on, and it's a really good podcast as well. So both of them, check them out. From the Van and My Solo Road, very, very good people. Do you use an Instapot or blender? I use an Instapot and I use a juicer. I do have enough power, and my inverter is large enough to handle that amount of power. I actually just got a whole bunch of produce that I'm going to make juice out of, and I have an Instapot as well, and I have an induction as well. Pretty cool. That's the beauty of what you do. You're transparent. Thank you, Doc. I try to be as transparent as possible. I hope that helps. Some people may hate me for it, but I also like to be as transparent as possible. Will you be considering trying to adopt another dog? Is that Katya? Yes. I don't know when. Obviously, with this whole situation in the world right now, it's probably not the best time to go and adopt a dog because the future is unknown. But I think I would like to eventually, and maybe have a little bit more stability in my life before I go and adopt a dog. And I hate to laugh, but to also make sure it's not car sick. That poor little guy. Guys, I wish I could have showed you what he was going through. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Do you have a swivel hitch with cargo and bike options? I don't, although that sounds really cool. I don't know too much about that. Relion versus Battleborn. Great question. I've talked to Taiwan Solar about this. He has nothing bad to say about Battleborn, nor do I. He says he just likes Relion slightly better because of the BMS system, which stands for Battery Management System. And that's inside built into the battery. And that's why he likes Relion. You could actually probably put them side by side. And to a normal person like myself, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference in regards to capacity and all that good stuff. But apparently to a person like Wes Watts that has a renewable energy degree, he can tell the difference between the two, Relion versus Battleborn. I would also seek out other opinions from other renewable energy people or somebody that's in the field. I trusted Wes because he talks to some of the best people in that industry, and that's why I went with Relion and him to build my whole system. Let's see. A building proves the builder. Painting proves. Okay, cool. Wow, just dropped in and heard that's why people hate me for it. I was talking about transparency. People hate me for being transparent. That's all. I'm good. I'm great. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. The federal government joined. Yeah. Here we go with politics. I'm not getting into that, guys. I can't believe I heard you say people who believe in what? No, I didn't. Okay, sure. That cute little dog. Yeah, I know, Megan. It was crazy. How's the weather like in Oregon? It's been honestly a mixture of everything. Overcast, sunny. Right now, the sun is shining, which is great, which means I'm charging my batteries. However, it's been overcast. It's been raining. It's been a little bit of everything. Beautiful 65, 70-degree weather. I personally love this weather. You never know what you're going to get. Like a box of chocolates. Any news about getting a 12-volt TV? Oh, Steven, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going with a 12-volt TV. I might go with a nice little like a pad, like an iPad, not an iPad because I don't really like Apple products, but some sort of like tablet. I'm also looking into projectors. Projectors. You can charge a projector through a USB port, 12 volt, and then I can put a screen pretty much anywhere. I can have it outside. I can do whatever I want. So projector might win everything for me. We'll see. Yeah, I am born in 1983. That's a little weird. Sure. I hear a lot of horror stories about vandalism and theory. Yeah. Yeah, it can happen. Just like a house can be vandalized, just like you can get robbed from your house. It's the same thing. Get a projector. I'm with you. Thank you. How far are we away from electric vans? My guess, total opinion-based guess, is 3 to 5 years. I think the electric vans are going to be available by 2022, which is less than 2 years. However, I don't think they'll be ready for van life for another year after that, or even 3 years after that point. So that's why I'm saying 3 to 5 years. Hopefully, yeah. Watch the DEA spy van video. That I was wondering why the heck you knew I was born in 1983. I was like, holy crap. Yeah, and you mentioned 9 years before. Wow, that was pretty good. 92. Yeah, good math. Or obviously, it's pretty easy to figure that out. Who's messaging me? Let's see if people are messaging me as we're talking to you guys. Just my friends checking up on me. Guys, I said this might go for a while. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I'm trying to be as lively and as fun for everybody. I do need to eventually eat food, and I might have to get up and go to the bathroom. But drinking some water because I haven't had water this entire time. I've been off for 47 minutes and 30 seconds. I haven't had one sip of water yet. All right, so let's see here. Ever known anyone that has a straight up gaming PC in their vans? I haven't known anybody personally, but I've seen them. They are possible. I've seen like people with buses and stuff have them, but they are possible. Absolutely. Let's see here. I've seen these flat and round satellite type things on the top of vans. Yeah, I think those are actually GPS or infrared. I don't know if there are. I guess they are for wireless internet. I guess they are for wireless internet. I think they are. I wonder if those are the Cradle Points. Cradle Point makes an amazing Wi-Fi system. Cradle Point is what's actually used in civil servant vehicles, police, and cop cars. Check into those if you really want like high intensity internet. Let's see here. You say water when you say flavored adult water. No, I actually don't drink, Mark. I shouldn't say that. I don't drink often. Get to the hashtag Van Life Facebook group. There are a few people with heavy gaming setups there. Yeah, there are actually the hashtag Van Life group on Facebook. I'm part of it. Obviously, you are as well. There's a lot of good people on there that give a lot of suggestions and things like that. Way better than Reddit. The Reddit people are nasty. Let's see here. Okay. More politics stuff. Cool. Yes, you should. He is really good. Oh, I know, Nancy, you were answering somebody else. I hope you're safe and sound. Alex, I am being safe and trying to be as sound as possible. I guess the comedy clubs are closed. Yes, Linda, everything is closed. Everything, to my knowledge, has been closed. What do you say? I don't know. Let me see here. Oh, you're welcome. Guys, let's what do you guys want to know? ask me some other questions out there and what's going down. I should this is relaxing. If I actually sit back and just chill. It looks like I have a huge stomach, which I do, but it's actually not that bad. What about comedy via internet? I'd actually like to do that. However, I feed off of the energy of my audience a lot, so it would be very difficult. I'd have to have I don't know, because obviously you and I think other comedians are the same, that they feed off of energy and laughter and they know when a joke is hitting. If I say a joke, I have no idea if it did well, because that's how we know. We know off of people's reaction. How is the shopping where you are? It's actually not that bad, honestly. I wish people did take this a little more serious, but it's not that bad. There are some places that have lines forming outside, but Big Bear Tiny Cave, awesome. I can't date anything right now because I'm isolating myself in a van. Any chance? Oh, thank you. Whoa, a lot of questions. Have you ever had to recover from a bad heartbreak? In my life, yes. In the van, not so much. Yes, definitely. I've had a couple heartbreaks in my life, if that's what you mean. Are you talking about from a significant other, or are you just talking about in life in general, whether it's losing a loved one? I have definitely lost some very close people in my life, and I've also dealt with relationship issues in my life. It actually kind of got me into van life, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll give that story a different day, but that was kind of crazy. I had a girl that I was infatuated with, and she broke my heart pretty badly. She ended up, I can't really say that live. Never mind. So, yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you. Thanks, Ghost, I'm going to eat. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. I have something on me. And I want to go eat. What type of van do you have, please? I have a 2019 Mercedes Sprinter 144 wheelbase, high roof. It has a Murphy bed off the back. It has radiant floor heating. I have a shower. I have a whole bunch of jazz in here. You can go and check out my channel if you want to actually see it. I do have other tours of other people's vans. So who are my favorite comedians right now? Great freaking question. Let me get to Ben Violet first. Hold on. Have you had to recover from being cheated on? Yes, I have. It happens. Of course, I think a vast majority of us have dealt with that. And yes, I have been cheated on. I actually caught my ex in mid-cheat. That was one of the heartbreaks that I've gone through. And it was not fun. It is what it is. So, there was somebody else. What is your favorite comedians right now? Bill Burr is one of my favorites. Just like his style. Dave Chappelle is amazing. Bert, I'm going to say his last name wrong, but Kurtzetter, I think. Joe Rogan, that whole group, really. All those guys, that's just my style. That's just who I watch. That's how I watch. I'm more of a storyteller. I do jokes just like everybody else, but I'm more of a storyteller. I'll tell a story. And if the story takes 5 minutes, that's one joke, although there's a bunch of mini jokes in that joke, if that makes sense. Give us some of your heavy hitting jokes. I can't. I've bombed before. I'm going to actually put something on my other page that was kind of a bomb. I will make sure that I say that. I didn't like it. I should put this on my other channel. I have 2 sets that I don't think they did well. And I was not a fan of them. And it was because of where I was taking classes at the time. They changed my style. And I did not like that. So I will kind of go into that. And I'll talk about that a little bit on my other channel. And that's something I want to do over the next couple of weeks because I want to work on some more comedy stuff. Matt, he has. And believe it or not, Matt, maybe you can send him an email for me on behalf of me because I've tried to reach out to him. Him and I are actually from the same town outside of Boston. He actually went to my high school. He's a little older than me. He's about 10 years older than me. But he did go to my high school. I've met him once, and I was in Vegas, and he was getting pulled away. But fantastic human being. And I would love to open for him one day or even be on his podcast, which would be phenomenal. It's like a dream of mine to be on the Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah, mid cheat. It was the worst. To this day, she actually doesn't know. I walked out before she knew I caught her. Yeah, we're still friends. Don't ask me why. I am way too nice of a person. Um, Joey Diaz, he's good. I'm nothing bad to say about really any comedian. Anybody that's a comedian out there, I'm gonna give my hat. I'm gonna tip my cap to, because honestly, it is one of the hardest professions out there. So hey, Aaron, that happens, dude. Don't worry about it. That happens every day. Thank you, Aaron, again. Not sure. Not sure. Do you know me? Possibly. I don't know, Nancy. Do I? I have no idea. Do I know you? Do you know me? Do you do comedy in school, like in class? Like I took a class at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. I've also taken improv. I graduated from IO West, which is a theater that no longer exists, but it's part of IO Chicago. And I took improv for about a year and change. And then I was part of a couple improv teams. And then I was part of sketch comedy teams. I took classes at Second City, which is a comedy school. And then which is like a Groundlings or something like that. And then I took one stand-up class, and then I did stand-up for a while. And then I went into Flappers, which is a stand-up, thing, I guess, like has comedy club as well as classes. And I've taken several classes there as well. That was a lot that I just fit into, 45 seconds worth of information. The Land of Sunrise. Thank you for that. But who is what? Okay. I love how you guys are having your own conversations in this. This always cracks me up. I can't really, I don't know where I am in everybody. So, because when I do go on a rant, I kind of just miss out on everybody's talking points. Yeah, there's no toilet paper here, by the way, either. I like Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee is good too. Bobby Lee is really good. There's so many underrated comedians out there, Matt. I actually, you know what? This is a completely different style. I watched Anthony Jeselnik for a long time. I've met Anthony Jeselnik. He is a fantastic human being, although his comedy is very, I don't want to call it abrasive, but it's very, it's hard. It's hard to listen to because you have to make sure that you can handle that comedy. But he is a good comedian too. Bert Kurtzetter has a new special out. I can't wait to watch. Tom, I can't say his last name, whatever his name. I think he has a new one out too. Hey, we're sitting around, isolating ourselves. We might as well watch some comedy, some Netflix special comedies. Jennifer Anthony, he is such a nice guy. I'm not gonna lie. He's like just a super down to earth, really nice guy. He's cracked jokes on me. I used to be a delivery person, not like Postmates or Uber Eats. Like I worked for like a higher end company, and he was one of our clients. And I used to deliver to him all the time. He tipped me very well, by the way. But he used to always crack jokes. He's so funny. So I know where he lives, by the way, which is kind of funny. Tom just dropped yesterday, Matt. That's right. Thank you. I do want to check that one out. Dave is onto something. I don't know. What's Dave onto? Maybe he got retracted. Borg. Updates are April. That's what my update is. So he's quarantining himself right now, Troy. So when he gets back to his shop, that's when I'll know more. I hope to see him before the end of the month, and then him and I are gonna sit down and have a little chit chat about everything. Leak his address, Aaron. There is no way I'm putting Anthony Jeselnik's address out there. Oh man, honestly, everybody, like, you can go find a paparazzi. They know where everybody lives. Honestly, if you just go to Star Maps, I'm sure that you can find everybody's address that way too. Let's see here. Thank you. I am not running for president though. That was funny. Will you hop over the pond to European van life? You know what? I've always thought about it. It would be interesting. I'd like to, if I do travel abroad, I would like to travel to like Iceland or Australia or over to the UK or Europe, and I would like to do van life in those various places. So maybe when I start growing a little bit more, I can reach out to companies, and I'll be able to have a sponsored trip out of it where I can take somebody's van from a company, and I'll be able to travel abroad that way. And I'll be able to vlog and do all that stuff and see what it's like, because that's something that I would be really, really interested in. Obviously, after everything is done here, because we need to make sure that we are all safe and sound. Let's see here. What are you doing to entertain yourself during quarantine? I actually have been helping out Mark from Nomadic Customs. He's got a lot of builds right now, so I'm trying to help him. We're trying to keep our circle small because we don't want to infect anybody, and especially ourselves. But he has a lot of work right now, so I want to try and help him get the little nitty-gritty stuff done and make sure that that's out. I'm doing that. I obviously am trying to bring everybody content. I've been, just all that good stuff. Got some more messages. Let's see here. Why not ship your van abroad? I wouldn't mind that, although I think it's expensive. I don't know how expensive it is, and only certain countries, I believe, have the type of diesel that I need, like the DEF, which is here in the States. Canada has it. I don't know if like Central America or South America has it, but something that I would consider. Somebody's yelling outside. Should I kind of look into that, guys? First of all, are my doors locked? They are. I'm gonna go look out the window real quick. Yeah, I was just checking to make sure there was no violent crimes going on, because like somebody was yelling. Maybe I should be moving soon. Ooh, I know you guys can't hear that, but there's like a lot of yelling and screaming outside my van right now. Oh, wow. Wow. Guys, I might have to move my van. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's kind of scary right there. Oh, with everything going on, why can't we just all be nice? I just heard a bang. Not like I heard like a pounding. Oh, you can hear it. Wow. Wow. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, at least I'm live, so if anything happens, you guys can call the authorities. I'm in Portland. Thank you for doing the van life community. Thank you very much, Aaron. Appreciate you, man. Stop the chat and move on. Stay safe. No, I'm good. He stopped yelling. We're good. Is someone having a fight? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not going out there to look. I don't like confrontation. I hear it. I'm leaving immediately. I know. Do I? I'm not answering that one. Do I own guns? I'm not going to answer. What are your thoughts on marijuana or weed? I've actually never done it. Yeah, believe it or not, I've never smoked weed. But if it's legal, then why not? It's legal in not majority, but a good population of the United States. It comes from the earth. Why not? Sure. But thank you very much for that, Ben. Let's see. You put the cam in the window. There's nothing out there, and I don't really want to give where I am right now because I've been staying a lot. Where I am staying, I've been here a while, and I plan on staying here a while. That's just for my own safety. I'm sorry. I think it's a mess that people get angry and violent. I agree. It kind of stinks. Is that window very strong? Extra interior locks. I'm okay. I promise, guys. I swear. What's up from upstate New York? Hawk. That's a cool name too for an Instagram name. All good. Was just curious. Yeah. I have safety. I'll put it that way. Because there are too many. I agree. What do you think about Trenton Alley in South America? I don't know how they're doing. I hope they're okay. Trenton Alley, it's a pretty large YouTube channel. They know their stuff. They're very good at what they do. So, yeah. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. They're good people. I hope they're okay in South America right now. That's all. Let's pitch in and help. No, Kimberly, it's okay. I appreciate you, but it's okay. The going abroad is going to take a while. well, when and if it happens, it's just going to be a while. It's going to be a while. You're a comedian. You haven't done weed. I know. Can you believe that? I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't vape. I grew up. I grew up an asthmatic, a severe asthmatic most of my life. I'm just now getting over that. And I also, I never really. I also in Boston too. I grew up in the suburbs of Boston, and everybody around me was smoking. I just never did. Do I have any experience in martial arts and self-defense? Yes, I do. I took some Taekwondo. I have some MMA under my belt, mixed martial arts. Very, very little. But I will also fight to the death if I really need to. I'm a scrappy mofo, so I don't mess around. But yes, I do have some self-defense in my. Would you please marry Alexa? She is one of my best friends. Her and I will probably never marry. I'm sorry, but I would actually. I hope that she is on here and sees this. I will definitely let her know that you think I should marry. But no, I don't. I don't see it happening. I don't see myself getting married anytime soon. But you never know. I guess you never know. We found toilet paper at Walmart yesterday morning during this senior only shopping. Your limit. Wow. Okay, Doc. That's really interesting. I'm glad that they're finally restocking toilet paper. That's a serious thing. I mean, for me, I don't really. I mean, for a guy, I guess we can do without toilet paper. I don't know. I also, there's other ways, wet wipes or things like that. I'm just getting, this is too much information. As someone who was born, I don't know what word that is. Oh, asthmatic yet, doy. Drop daily. It'll be like crazy. Interesting. Let's see here. Are you turning red with that question? Which one? Alexa? No. That's just the color of my sweatshirt. Orange. No, she's a fantastic human being. I do love her as a person, and she's fantastic. Too bad gyms are closed. Yeah, tell me about it. No more pooping and showering there. Pooping, no. By the way, I've said recently in videos that I've never done number 2 in the van because of the situation at hand. That is no longer the case. I have definitely done number 2 in the van. You just go in a bag and you throw it out. I don't have a composting toilet, so that's how that all works, guys. Let's see here. Somebody asked a question about my table. I want to go back to that and see if I can find it. What do you think about putting cages around the outside of the windows? No, I don't think that's definitely left stealthy. You can put cages inside your windows, believe it or not. You can do that. That was a good question, Aaron, though. I don't think it's necessary, but I think the more you blend in, the better in regards to that. But I never give people the exact location. No, I wanted to scroll back down, and I did. Somebody asked me something on my table, and I missed it. Can you ask again? Maybe I'll catch it. Hello. Have you seen what you're trying to border from Argentina? No, I've not seen really much any world news. I should probably try and tune in some more. Having to live in a van must have cured your asthma. I don't. Oddly enough, yes. I stopped carrying my inhaler with me pretty much as soon as I moved into the van. There were other reasons, I think, but that's for that pretty much. I believe Amy and Beck are also Ben. I leave from stuck in Morocco. Really? Holy Christmas, Ben. What got on? If your friend got cheated on 18 and became a sad single person with no self-esteem for 16 years, what advice are you giving him? Asking for a friend. Time heals all. There's a whole world that you have to see, and you have to be, you just have to experience. And for me, when I was heavily cheated on, I was, I want to say 30. And I thought my world was crumbling around me. And the best way, I can't believe I'm doing this live because I would normally edit this like crazy. But the best thing that actually happened to me was moving into a situation, because I was living with a girl, moving into an apartment by myself. And the first 6 months were the hardest. It was very, very, how did you break your table? I'll get to that in a second. That's what it was. It was very hard for me to live by myself. But it was not easy. And when you get past the point of that you need somebody else in your life to live, you will learn a lot about yourself. And I think it takes anywhere between 6 to 12 months for you to figure that out as a human. But once you get there, I promise you there's no other better feeling of knowing that you can survive by yourself without having or needing somebody else in your life, whether that's a significant other, whether that's living with your best friend, whether it's mother or father. Once you break away from that notion, then I can promise you it's a good feeling. Hope that helps. How I broke my table. I think it was a subconscious. I wanted to redo the table anyways. However, I had a financial situation that was not being fixed or taken care of, and I Hulk smashed my table. Was not pretty. I can tell you that right now. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate you. I hit it once really hard, and it cracked. And then I hit it a second time, and that did it in. That completely broke off. The picture I have on my Instagram that was actually shown on my vlog recently, as I'm like laying there and I'm practically in tears, I took that picture really quick, and it just happened. I put it up online because I wanted to kind of share with everybody that we all have bad days, and I had a blackout moment. I was mad at a situation that I should not have been mad at. I would never hurt any living creature in my entire life. But I inflict pain on myself, and that's what that was, unfortunately. So, learned a valuable lesson though, I love being by myself, seriously though, but I have a team which explains it all. That does explain a lot. I am in Portland. If somebody did ask that, yes, I'm in the Portland area. I wouldn't feel safe as a woman alone. What do you think? I'm not a woman, so I don't know what that feeling is like. I do have a lot of solo female women friends that are living van life, and they're completely fine, and they talk about it, and they're very open about it. Women on the Road is I don't know if they have an Instagram or a Facebook group or something along those lines, or a website, but Women on the Road is a pretty large gathering of female travelers that stick together and help each other out. So I would definitely reach out to any one of the people that I've actually toured. If you have questions about being a solo female traveler. Who's Janelle? She's a big YouTuber that is living van life that none of my friends have ever met, which I think is hilarious. Actually, one friend has met her, but it's all a part of life. Steven, very good point. Yes, agree. I wouldn't. Okay. Let's see here. Peace still. Okay. If you are solo, you don't want to have to poop in front of anybody. This is true. I don't have to poop in front of anybody. It's great. There's loads of group of solo female groups. There are. I agree with you. My Solo Road podcast, she talks about it. Thank you, Matt B. Very good point. She is also a solo female traveler, and she did it for a long time. And she has a lot of friends that are in that that realm. Are you eating healthier or worse since the virus? I was eating bad for about a couple days, and I am now going back to eating better. It is very important to eat healthy during these situations, especially when I'm not working out every day. But yeah, no, I'm getting back into juicing, which has been great. Very excited about that. But yes, it's important to eat fruits and vegetables as much as possible. Let's see here. Excellent. Oh my goodness, I can't keep up with you guys. It's not a bad thing, I guess. Awesome advice. Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly. I know I tried to get deep on you guys there for a minute. I hope it worked. That was at like the hour mark, I'd say, right? What do you, have you go be safe. Thank you, Bear. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a sip of this, so give me 1 second, guys. Jennifer, thank you. I have no idea. I am healthy. I mean, I'm good right now. Let's see. Obviously, I hope everybody out there is healthy and being well. We'll see what happens. Ben, you are fantastic, by the way. I appreciate you. How could a fan convince you and Alexa to go start a live YouTube advice show? Interesting. If I was around her more, maybe, but Alexa's not around me right now. And sorry for sending off all your devices right now for everybody that has one of those things. I would pay anything to get her dope input as well. I hit her up on Instagram. She's very responsive to people on Instagram. She is a motivational speaker, so she's very good at doing things like that. I do speak highly of her. Right now, she is back in her hometown in Ohio, so she wanted some stability in her life. So she went back home. I went up to Portland. We actually separated from our group of friends down in San Diego about 3 weeks ago. So I hope that I will see her in the future. I mean, I'm sure I will. It's just a matter of time of when. But again, that is a great idea. And Ben, I don't see. I will put her on some more lives when I am with her the next time. How's that? She did go home with it. Voice of being. No, that's really her voice. What do you think about Janelle? I don't know too much about her channel, honestly, Aaron. You threw some Plimo previous video. Yeah, it wasn't directed at her. It's directed towards a lot of fake accounts. But no, it was not directed directly at her. But it was directed to the general public of fakeness. But it was not directed directly at her. I think she is a lovely person. Again, I do know her through a friend. I've never met her personally. So I from what my friend tells me, she is a really, really, really nice person. So I don't want to badmouth her in any way. Like, she's probably a great human being. Let's see here. Hello from Spain. I hope you're doing okay over there. I heard you guys are there's a lot of chaos over there. Maybe you can kind of give us some input on what's going on over there. I love the picture behind you. Yeah, I actually zoomed in on it earlier. My allergies, by the way, are acting up. That's why I keep on doing that, because those are my allergies, guys. Who is Janelle? Oh, that's fantastic. She has a massive YouTube channel. She blew up beyond belief because good-looking girl, exotic-looking, with a snake in a van. But no, she's a good person. As a kid, what was your favorite song? Oh my God, I was a big Aerosmith fan. I was a big Aerosmith fan. Oh, I was a product of the 80s and 90s. I didn't have a favorite song. My dad was into classic rock, and that's what he listened to a lot. So Boston and Journey, Aerosmith, just all those classic rocks, bands, I guess. Tom Petty. I guess that's, I don't really have a favorite song per se, though. Let's see here. Was making your own hat a hard process? I didn't make this. This is actually, I ordered it through a company, as well as other hats that I have. But it's a drop shipping company that I went through. But the logo I actually paid a graphic artist for, and finding the right hat for me to be happy shipping it to people, that was difficult, because I'm still going through that with like this hat per se. And they screwed up the stitching there, but that whole thing is a mess. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you. Ben, you are fantastic with these questions, man. Seriously though, thank you. Hello from Germany. What is the best day of your life so far? The next day. I don't know how to answer that. That is such an interesting question. There's no, I don't know. The best day of my life so far. I can't say that I have one. You know, I don't know. That's a really, really difficult. I'm gonna have to think about that one, Ben. I'm sorry. But maybe tomorrow. How's that? Tomorrow, kind of like that Tom Brady answer. What's your favorite championship you've won? The next one. That kind of answer. That's what came to my mind. Can you people guide me towards videos, sites, builds with Murphy beds for people over 6 foot? I'm 6'3". Did you look at Shaden Valentine and Buck SD where they have the Murphy bed comes out the side? Check those out. They're on my page, but there's other Murphy beds out there that will do that as well. And you can make the bed bigger is what I was trying to get at, by the way, by having it off the side instead of off the back wall. Longer, I should say. Where's your dog? On my last vlog, I had to announce that I had to give him back to the owners. It's a long story, but pretty much he got sick. He was very, very car sick. And it was getting to the point where I would walk him outside and play with him outside or whatever. And he would love life outside. And then when we went to go back into the van, he actually wouldn't get back into my van because he knew this was the place he threw up in. When my bed was down, this was weird. When my bed was down, he was actually okay. He was a very okay dog. He loved life. He loved sleeping in my bed with me. But yeah, when the bed was up and he was roaming around, I was doing work inside. He was not really loving life. And then obviously when we moved, he would throw up. So, he wouldn't eat. It was a long story, but anyways, that's that. Have you ever seen UFO or ghosts? I plead the fifth on that one. I don't know. How's that? The UFO, I don't think so. And a ghost, possibly. I've heard some stories. I have a story from a friend of mine, AJ, one of my best friends. His story chilled my bones when he told me the story about how he had a ghost interaction. So it's definitely chilling. It didn't hurt him or anything like that. It was just a chilling story. Yeah, those are my current build ideas. Okay. I want to see more. I don't get how they're set up. I cannot believe I've been on over an hour and 20 minutes. But is she really, really van lifer is the question. Which one, Aaron? All of my friends are true van lifers. I will say that. Oh, Janelle? I don't know if that's who you're talking about. I don't know. It is so sad about your dog. It is, Jennifer. Thank you. I hopefully will have another one eventually one day. But I really love that mix that I had. It was like a German Shepherd mini Aussie. It was so nice. Since you'll be heading east, why not pop down and see you? Yeah. Steven, I've thought about that too. I've thought about driving out to Florida and just spending time with her. Again, I'm not heading east technically, not yet. My brother is getting married in May, so I might be home in Boston, or I hope to be home in Boston in May, but I don't know with everything. Everything is up in the air right now. We love you. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate you. I love you too. 1500 watts modified with a pure sine. Yeah. Will it work with a laptop? Yeah, it should. 100-watt panel. Yeah, it should. I put a little. What's your battery bank in that one? What's the worst bad dream you've ever had? It's not a bad dream, although it was a dream that changed my life, and I dreamed that I was already dead. I was in the afterlife, and it was a very this dream probably happened 10 years ago, and I still remember it like it happened last night. It was a very surreal, interesting dream, and I told it to people that have more religion than I do, and I brought them to tears. It was a very interesting dream because they believe that the dream that I had, and I've talked to 2 or 3 different people from different religions, and when I told them the dream, they all said the same thing, was that is actually what we teach people in our religion of what happens to you when you die. So I'm like, holy crap. So it was a very weird dream. I love when people ask me that question because I usually give that answer, and it freaks people out sometimes, but it's true. I had a dream that I bawled my eyes out in that dream. It was a crazy, crazy dream. Crazy, crazy dream. Thank you. I enjoyed being here. What are your new table ideas? Pretty much a live edge, and probably a darker, like a walnutish color, like my ceiling or my floors. And I'm gonna go with a little bit different orange, but an orange, a black and orange, kind of like this. Epoxy is probably what I'll be doing. German Shepherds are my favorite. Yeah, I agree. I want to scroll back down so I can kind of catch up with everybody. What is your favorite go to foods? I don't really have a favorite go-to food. Beyond Burgers have been hitting me right here in my heart. I'm telling you, I have the hiccups now. I love Beyond Burgers, but I'm not 100% vegan. I'm vegan infused, vegan inspired. Yeah, I know he's planning on going to Spain and drive through to Spain. Okay, Tracy, I don't know what you mean, but okay, cool. Batteries will be 2100 AGM or lithium. Tony, I suggest going with a lithium. I've had gels. You get more benefit out of the lithium. You're just going to be spending a lot more money. But there's a lot more happening when you go with a lithium battery than a AGM. Just my personal opinion. How do you get good at kissing? The reason I have to keep on asking you that because you keep on tipping me, which I appreciate. You're super chatting me. I appreciate your super chat. I can't answer that, man. I'm sorry. That's just a weird question. You are mostly plant-based. Yeah, veganism is not ethics rather than just diet. I am a lot of plant-based. I do like the fruits and vegetables and such. Me too, vegan inspired. Thank you. And I don't get me wrong. I love a good steak and I love some good clean chicken. And I've had chicken recently and I cooked it to a T. But you know, I am vegan inspired. Oh my goodness, Tracy, I'm sorry. Your friends are stuck in Morocco. You know, that's terrible. Hope they're being safe out there. Puget Sound guy. Yeah, I'm with you. LOL. Like, Ben, you're hilarious, dude. I just can't answer it. I'm sorry. Like, I guess practice? I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. You know what? Communication with the person you're kissing. That was your question about how do you get good at kissing, right? How do you know if you're good or bad? Communication with the person you're kissing. How's that? That's the best way to know if you are a good kisser or a bad kisser. Just communicate with that person and ask if you are good. And hopefully that person is going to be honest with you. And then you ask them, if you are bad, say, how do I get better? Or watch a lot of movies that people are good at kissing. I don't know. Good question, though. Oh, man, that's funny. Practice. How do you control your anger issues? Meditation. No, I actually don't meditate. You know what? Knowing that there is a problem. That's the first thing. And then you try to harness it over time. Your favorite and most comfy shoes of all time. I would have to probably say my most recent purchase from REI, which are my Keen boots. Keen. I also had my brother and my best friend used to work at Clark's, which is a shoe company based out of Boston, and I used to get free shoes from them. Sorry, Clark's. But I actually wear the size of a sample size, so they used to give me samples all the time, and I got some really nice ones through them, which was really nice of them. Hi from New Zealand, Sabrina. Very nice to see you. New content. You should make an in-depth video on that dream. Ooh, Aaron. I mean, that would be a storytelling kind of video. I'm more than happy. I mean, maybe if I did it like animation style, but I would seriously, my entire audience would cry. It's a very deep dream. It's tough, but thank you for the idea. I'm considering it now. This is the problem. You guys give me ideas and I run with them. Thanks a lot. Go into more detail about your dream, please. Aaron, I appreciate you, but there's no way I can. It's very like I'd have to almost paint the picture, and I don't have time. It would take me about 15 to 20 minutes to explain the entire dream. Maybe 7-8 minutes, but it would take me a while to explain the dream. But yeah, off to work on my van. Good luck. Good luck, Michelle. Good luck with your van build. Very good. Hopefully, if you did ask questions, hopefully you're out there. Oh, Back-to-back super chats. Oh my goodness. Matt B, Nikki Bigger. Yeah, she's also was a solo female. Now she's not, but I don't know what you were saying, Nikki Bigger for. Awesome, good stuff. Why are some people turned on by feet? I don't get it. I don't get it either, Ben. But there are some people that just love feet. I don't have the prettiest feet. I have socks on right now, but have you ever seen a van theater setup that you liked? Lindsay and Danny actually had a projector, which I really, really liked. But no, nothing that's been spectacular. But I do like the projector idea, if that makes sense. Who is that? Frank that asked that? Lindsay and Danny Van Life, that's their Instagram handle. They do have a really cool projector. I really like it. I had a TV in my last van, a nice 22-inch flat screen, 12-volt TV. I thought it worked great. It did work great. It does work great. The person who bought my van uses it. I liked it. It was right over my bed. I got to relax, got to hang out. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, Nikki, where are you? What's your Nikki Bigger? Are you here? She is here. Hi, Nikki. And if Ben is with you, where are you guys located right now, Nikki? And if you have a different name on here, please tell me that you are Nikki Bigger, because I need to know that. Nomad Honda, you're still here? Thank you. You've been pretty much since the beginning. Today's chat is really weird. From politics coming that data to a feet fetish. It happens when you talk for an hour and 30 minutes. I told you guys at the beginning of this that I was going to continue on and try to take everybody's mind off of things. It helps me tremendously kind of having this communication with everybody, because honestly, it takes me out of all the chaos in the world. So I want to thank Ben that's been asking me all these interesting questions, from feet fetishes to how do you know if you're a good kisser, and wants me to marry Alexa. So he's asked me an enormous amount of questions. Steven, you've asked me some great questions. Everybody out here. Aaron, you've asked me some great questions. So Nomad, you asked me a bunch of questions as well. Nomad Honda, you are Nikki? No. I know it's cool with she's in Vancouver Island. Interesting. Did you get back up to Canada is the question. Your site is really motivating. Thank you, Nancy. Your man has helped me come up with it. Thank you. I will stay safe. Thank you very much. No. Aaron, Alexa has some cute toes. Interesting. Have I seen her? Oh, in the last video, the Seth tour, I panned down to her and Seth's feet. That's right. I forgot about that. I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, LOL. Yeah, I think everybody has, or Netflix or Hulu or whatever. What's your favorite places to park and why? Steven, that is a fantastic question. I'm not going to give you exactly like where I park, but like where I park in the like a general rule of thumb. Apartment complexes, industrial areas, commercial areas, and why that hides in, that blends in, as well as, have you ever gotten to a fight defending someone? I will get to Ben in a second. I blend in, I'm comfortable in surroundings, and I'm not sticking out like a sore thumb about parking on residential streets where there's a big white van and it looks kind of suspicious. So I stay out of those kind of areas. So you just got to figure out where those are. I also try to be near coffee shops or gyms most of the time, because I do like to either go to a coffee shop in the morning or go to the gym in the morning to either get work done or work out and take a shower. Oh, no matter how. Thank you. They're not okay. I get you. Have I ever gone to a fight defending someone? Yes, I have in my early days. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you very much for the super chat. I did in my early days, my young days. I'm 36 now, and when I was a young, I don't want to say stupid, but young and I guess immature, in my 20s, in my teens, I was, I did get into fights, and it's not my greatest, thing that I would brag about. We can definitely solve issues without, fighting, and definitely not with any violent weapons. If you do need to fight with somebody, then let's just use these. But no, I wouldn't even go there. That's not even worth it. Because punching somebody is not the greatest feeling. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, how many people have you knocked out accidentally on purpose? Oh, I've never knocked any. I haven't knocked anybody out. I don't know. I was also a hockey player for a while, and soccer and baseball. But no, I don't think I've ever knocked anybody out. I've been knocked out, not in a fight. I've been knocked out in hockey. I've been hit with a puck right here in the back of my head. I had a helmet on, luckily. So, but I've got hit pretty hard. I got hit so badly once in a high school hockey game that the guy that hit me got suspended from school the next day. Yeah, crazy. He cross-checked me into the boards, and it could have paralyzed me. So that was bad. But I got walked away or skated away. Have you ever watched a shuttle launch live? No, I haven't. But Ben, you got some really interesting questions. No, but I've always wanted to. I've always been fascinated by space travel, and a shuttle launch would be kind of cool to watch. Why not, right? I'm Nikki. You're Nikki Kimberly Baker. You're not Nikki Bigger, are you? That's funny though. Your questions are so random. Yes, thank you. I'm with you. I'm with you. So random. Do you like to go camping? Yes, I do. I do like to go camping. Have you ever fasted? For how long? I don't think I've fasted for longer than a day. Is pretty much the longest I've fasted. Oh, no, I did a cleanse way back when, in my early 20s. I want to say 3 days was a part of the cleanse that I was on. Hey, just join the chat. Well, you're about an hour and 36 minutes into it, so you may have to go back and watch it. No, I am Nikki. Oh, now everybody's going to come out and say that they're Nikki. Oh, that's funny. I knew I was going to start that one. Glad in an era of technology, stay connected with others. And yeah, for sure. Since 1918. Yeah, for sure. Steven, thank you for staying with me this whole time. Appreciate you as well. I was thinking of getting a magnetic decals for the van. What do you think? I do like magnetic decals. Yeah, I have a dog grooming service detail magnetic on my van for when I do park into places where I'm like, I should put this up. But it's not on there a lot, honestly. Intermediate fasting. Yeah, intermediate fasting. Absolutely. I'll do some intermediate. I actually do it on accident. I don't even mean to do it. I'll go, I won't I'll have dinner and then I won't eat until like 1 or 2 o'clock the next day. But that's just, mostly right now because I want to make sure that I ration my food out properly. Oh, Aaron. Okay. I don't remember what you said about that, but cool. Thank you. Any app that allows groups of people to be together mentioned Zoom. Yeah, Zoom. I think Google Hangouts probably. Are you still in Oregon? Yes, I am. That's because honestly I've been talking, guys, so much. That's not because I'm sick of anything. I just been talking literally so much that and I'm in a dry area. John Sexton, I am not Nikki. I don't think you are. Jared, if you are ever in the Ontario, reach out. I appreciate you, Nomad. Honda, I will. I knocked out by a hockey puck, and I was and a foul ball. Wow, those are some pretty hard objects to be knocked out by. Definitely. I've been hit by a puck. I've been hit by a baseball, but that's because I was a baseball player. I did a juice fast, lost 15 pounds. There you go, Matt. Awesome. Congratulations. Any van meetups planned in the future? Nick, I don't know if you know this. We're kind of going through a pandemic right now. That was meant as a joke, buddy. But all gatherings and van life meetups have been canceled, to my knowledge. The Open Roads Fest, which I was extremely excited about, was canceled recently. That was all the way in June. So everything is kind of taking a backseat to the COVID-19 situation. So just keep that in mind. Have I ever been to Michigan? Yes, I have. I drove through Detroit, but that was only to get into Canada. Did not spend a lot of time in Michigan. I was knocked out by Matt. I mean, who hasn't been knocked out by tequila, man? Come on. But That was good. That was good. I've been yeah. That's not good, King. We have a national guards nowhere in Las Vegas, Nevada. Wow. I'm starting to get a little winded, so I am gonna start. I did say 2 hours, so I'm gonna be close to that. I'm gonna start wrapping this up in the next 5 minutes, guys. And guys, I actually just looked at the ticker. I've had roughly between 170 and 200 people on consistently, so I appreciate everybody that has been here and tuning in on this almost 2 hour live stream. I wanted to kind of take everybody's mind away from things. Hopefully people have maybe gone off and come back. I don't know. The people that have been on this the whole time, my buddy Steven, thank you. Nomad Honda has been here the whole time. I think there have been several others. Aaron, you've been on here for a long time. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much. You're a true inspiration in many ways. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Guys, I plan to have a video out tomorrow. It is another tour. Pretty much everybody should know this. Anybody that does watch my tours, with the next like 6 of them, I actually filmed over 2 weeks ago. I pretty much whipped out 6 tours before I left the San Diego area. So just so all you all know that was over 2 weeks ago. It was over maybe even 3 weeks ago. So I whipped all those tours out right before I left, and I was just going to bag them for the weeks coming. So hopefully you guys are understanding of that I was not trying to spread the virus or be around others at that moment. It was just that's just how the filming worked. Just so everybody is understanding of that. How's meditation going? Yeah, the winky face because I didn't do it or haven't done it. I don't have an accountability partner. I'm by myself, Steven. Thank you, Sky. Appreciate you. King, you as well. Have a great day. Not where. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for the good distraction. Thank you for being here as well and tuning into this, guys. Because honestly, not only was I distracted, you guys were distracted from me. You guys have seriously I need to do more of these so I can do this more. Ever lost someone? That is a deep question, man. I appreciate it. I have not lost anybody to suicide. That's knocking on wood, by the way. But I've been affected by someone that has lost someone to suicide. I've been close. I've had a close friend lost someone to suicide. It is not fun to deal with. Obviously, it's not fun. It is a very serious situation. So, if you please, there's suicide hotlines. If you are going down there, or you have a friend that is going down there, please just reach out. Guys, it's not worth it, so yeah. So guys, now the questions and statements are getting out of hand. So I'm going to end this. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate you. I've never really gotten A's in school before, so appreciate the A+. And they have Matt B. Yeah, Ben, I lost one of my good friends. May 13th. Wow. Guys, that's some deep stuff right there. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow's video. Thank you, Steven. I hope it gets out tomorrow. If it's not out tomorrow, it'll be out Friday morning, but maybe I'll put it out tomorrow afternoon if I don't get it done in time. The internet is really tough. That's what's going on right now. So good night and be safe out there, guys. I will be on live definitely next Wednesday. I do not know if I will be live between the Wednesdays. If I am, maybe you'll get a notification. If you have that in your setup. But subscribe, all that good stuff. I will answer Ben's last question. I didn't even read it yet. When was the last time you cried happy tears? Probably yesterday. I had to think about that. And I'll tell you exactly why. During this crisis, during this situation, during this pandemic right now, I'm not looking at any more things right now, but comments. I just want to answer this and kind of be done. But my family's across the country right now. And my biggest worry was if something, God forbid, something happened to me, and that I needed medical assistance. I wanted to make sure that somebody was going to be there for me because my family would obviously take care of me. The person, Mark, that I've been around here in the Portland area, the owner of Nomadic Customs, him and I had a talk, and I just was like, "Hey, man, I just want to make sure that if crap goes down, are you gonna be there for me?" And his response brought me to tears because it was like, getting choked up thinking about it, because he said that he's like, "Dude, I've got your back no matter what," and he said that he said, "I won't even mask up. I'm gonna take you into the hospital because you're my brother and I care for you." So that's pretty much what that comes down to. Is I wanted to make sure that I was going to be safe, and Mark and I have each other's back to a point where that if crap hit the fan, we are there for each other, and that was my biggest worry and concern. That and he does. So to have him as a friend in my life, it brought tears to my eye, and those were out of happy tears. Like I that's a true friend, guys. That's a family. That's family right there. You can't buy that. You can't ask for that. It just has to happen. So for that to happen, Mark is a legend. He seriously is. Like, he was like, dude, like, we didn't hug, but he was like, yeah, man. He's like, I got you no matter what. I'll throw you in the van and we'll find you a doctor. So that's kind of how it was. Yes, guys, I appreciate you. Love all of you, and be safe out there. I will tune in next time with you guys. Hopefully I left you guys on that good note. And Ben, thank you for all your super chats and your questions. They were super amazing. And to everybody else that super chatted me, thank you very much. Why is it so hard for you to sing in front of people? Ben, you got to stop with these questions. Why is it so hard for you? Why is it so hard to sing in front of people? Thank you for getting me to laugh at the very end. I appreciate you. Oh, that is funny. I would say it's hard for anybody to laugh in front of somebody, sing in front of anybody, because it's like telling jokes in front of people. It's very nerve-wracking, and if you don't have their approval, then it can be a little disheartening. So with that, go sing some karaoke and maybe record it and put it out there to the world and see how you do. Thank you again, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.